Hi guys, and welcome back to Makeup My World. Today I'm going to share with you my current eyebrow routine. I was not blessed with perfectly arched brows, and I do have to do a little work to get them looking decent. As you can see, the hair on the inside of my brows grow in a bit thin, and towards the middle and outer ends of my brows grow in a little fuller. I use a few products to balance this all out, so let's get started. To begin with, I use a spoolie to brush all of my brow hairs upwards, and starting in the middle section, I brush them towards my temples. Because of the shape of my face and the way that my brows grow in, I can never have perfectly or severely arched brows. I work with the shape that I was born with, and I try to make the hairs lay in the shape I want to with the spoolie before I go in with products. The first product that I start with is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Dip in the shade Granite. To apply this, I use a very small angled brush, and the one I'm using today is from IT Cosmetics, and it's part of their travel brush set. I dip the edge of the brush into the brow dip, and I pick up a small amount of product. Starting with the underside of my brow, I define the bottom of the brow first. I start the line on the inside of the brow, and I take the line of product directly back to where my arch will be. I then turn the brush slightly and angle it down and pull it down to the outer end of my brow. To determine where I stop my brow, I imagine a line from the outer corner of my eye all the way to my hairline. I draw the outer edge of my brow to line up with that imaginary line. Then with the leftover product on the brush, I line the top of my brows. Notice that I didn't go all the way into the inner corner when I began to line the top of the brow. I don't really want a strong rectangular shape to my inner brow. Instead, I start towards the middle, and I continue to create the shape that I want little by little. Once I have the basic shape down, I then go back into the inside of my brow, and I lay the brush right back where I started, and I drag the brow dip up. I want the product to mimic the direction my natural brow hairs are going, and I also want to fill in the thinned out area. Keep changing the direction you hold the brush so that the product that you're putting down imitates how your natural brow would grow in. As you can see, I'm holding the brush straight up and down to try to mimic the way that the hair there is growing, and then I just blend it out a bit with the brush. Just keep working with a little bit of product until you get the shape and the depth and darkness that you want. I then go back in with the spoolie to blend out the brow dip and help the product look a bit more natural. Since the brow dip has a creamy consistency, it helps your natural brows to lay where you want them. So I make sure that the brow dip is well blended, and it helps me to see where I may still need a bit more product so I can go ahead and add a bit more in. Next, I go in with the brow powder duo from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the same shade as the brow dip I just used, which was Granite. The lightest shade in the palette looks gray, but it's actually a nice soft black. When applying it, I use a slightly bigger angled brush from Sedona Lace, and I bounce the brush in both brow powders. I use the powder to set the brow dip and also to fill in the areas of my brows that has gaps. Notice that I turn my brush in different directions for a more natural look and application. And then again, I go in with the spoolie to make sure that the brow powder is nicely blended. My final step is to lock my brows into place. I do this with my Maybelline Brow Drama in the shade Deep Brown. I love the applicator ball at the end of the wand. It applies just a bit of product to the brows without messing up the color I already put down. It also does a great job of keeping my brows where I want them while not making them look stiff and unnatural. And that's it for my brow routine. Keep in mind that eyebrows are sisters, they're not twins, so don't try too hard to make them look identical. They might have a different shape, and you don't want to really fight Mother Nature, she will win. I hope you got a few tips out of how to tackle your own brows, and if you have any good tips or products, please share them with everybody in the comments below. I'd appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're new and want to be notified whenever I post a new video, please hit that subscribe button. As always, please be kind to one another and be kind to your brows. And don't ever be afraid to be your perfectly imperfect you. See you all later. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. Click on the video above to get another glimpse into my world. Don't forget to visit my website MakeupMaiWorld.com for more details on me and the products used today. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My details are below. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.